All right, thanks everyone for joining this session. This session is all about data analysis today. My name is Akin Oladeji, and I happen to be the founder of Learn with Pride. And Learn with Pride has been going strong for the last, I think, going to 4 years now, or thereabout. What we do is to provide that we serve as the intermediary, to ease your journey when you're transitioning from non-IT to IT jobs. So when you're talking about courses like project management, business analysis, Scrum Master, product owner, software testing, cybersecurity, DevOps engineer, we do them all. And it is not only the theoretical, just passing through the training that we do. We focus on hands-on practical training because we believe when it comes to career transition, people don't want to go back to uni and study whatever the new career they want to embark on. No, nobody has got that time again. And this is where this is the joy of it. This is the beauty of it. Any IT courses, any IT career path you choose, you don't need to go back to uni. You can undertake a crash course, a master class, where they will take you through nothing, from knowing nothing to a stage that you'll be comfortable with. By the time you finish with the course, whether it's 3 month journey or 4 months journey, you'll be in a position that you can compete with people that has been doing it in the industry for many years. That is our aim, and that is what has been working for us. When it comes to certification, we don't really preach certification because certification without knowledge and experience will not get you the job. But the knowledge and experience without the certification can open doors for you. That is why we focus on hands-on practical training and project as well, whereby you can get your hands dirty. We've helped thousands to transition across all our courses, right? And we believe we have the necessary tools that you need that will help you in this journey. And this particular data analysis course, it's a 4 month career, it's a 4 months journey, whereby 4 industry standard tools, right? You'll be exposed to 4 industry standard tools from Power BI to SQL to Python to Tableau, you know? These are the key tools that you need to function successfully as a data analyst. And during the course of your journey with us, you're going to be exposed to all these things. And it is not only about the training we offer or the practical training or the project that you embark on, it's about the support. When it comes to career break, right? The most important there is the support. Even if we give you all the tools, everything that you need to succeed, but you are not getting the support from us. Eh, we as human beings, we get tired of things easily, especially things that we don't really know that is not our strength. And that is why we provide the support that is needed, whether before you get the job or after you've even get the job, we provide that support for you as well. So I have a few slides to go through quickly. And after my slide, I'll be calling on the facilitator that will be taking you on the journey, on the 4 months journey. He has got many years of experience working as a data analyst, and trust me, he knows his stuff. He's a subject matter expert in his when it comes to data analysis. But before that, and okay, so I'll do my own little presentation. I'll call on the facilitator, and after that, the floor will be open to questions, the concerns you might have, anything that you want to ask us, you can ask us. Hopefully we should finish this session probably one to 1.5 hours. I don't want to keep you, because it's weekend, I don't really want to keep you here. So to start with, as I said earlier on, my name is Akin Oladeji, and I'm the founder of Learn with Pride. So quickly about data analysis, your facilitator will be telling you more about this as you go on. So data analysis is a process of cleaning, changing, and processing raw data and extracting actionable, relevant information that helps businesses make informed decisions. Most organizations these days require a data analyst. That is why this role is one of the key roles when it comes to IT jobs. It's when it comes to the pay as well, they pay really good, which we're going to have a look shortly as well. Data analysis can help companies better understand their customers, create content, strategies, and develop products. Benefits of data analysis in any organization: inform business decision making. They mitigate risk and handle setbacks, enhance security, personalize the customer experience, and streamline operations. As I said, the facilitator will shine more light when it comes to data analysis as a whole. So why a data analyst? The pay is fantastic, and this is what has been happening to our students as well. And when I say you'll be able to compete with people who has been doing it in the industry for 2-3 years, it is possible despite the fact that you've only undertake a 4-month journey. It is possible because it now depends on the amount of time you dedicate to it. You have to sacrifice, you need it's not gonna be once a week kind of a thing. No, if you really want the change, it has to be an everyday thing, because the more issues you come across and the more you know how to resolve those issues, the more your knowledge is expanding in that area, and the more you can be able to defend what you know at the interview. So it's a one-day approach will not cut it. It has to be an everyday thing. I facilitate a software automation class, and this is what I tell my students as well. For you to succeed in this industry, for you to succeed in this process, you need to dedicate a minimum of 2 hours into it every single day. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of 4 months. If you are the type that likes watching Nollywood, Bollywood, Ghana wood, whatever the wood that you like watching, you need to know that it's going to stop for the next 4 months. Why? Because you have a focus, you have a target, and you want to make sure that you meet the target that you set for yourself. And that is when and only when you'll be able to compete with those who have been doing it in the industry for 2-3 years, right? So the average salary for a data analyst in the UK, it's around 65,000. One good thing since post-COVID as well is it doesn't matter where you live as well. Whether you live in Nigeria, whether you live abroad, whether you live in Canada, Ghana, Australia, Zimbabwe, it doesn't matter. You can get work anywhere now. You can live in Nigeria and get work from a company in the UK. You might live in the UK and be working for a company in Australia. This, since after COVID, it has made this possible. Companies they've realized that you don't need to be physically present for you to do your job. You can be anywhere, you can work remotely from anywhere. And this is the opportunity. Many people want to work remotely just because they want to balance, that the work-life balance, they want it to be there. Probably you want to take your kids, you want to do school runs in the morning, you'll be able to do that. Whether you want to do school runs in the afternoon, you'll be able to do that. It is flexible. The flexibility is there. You are not stuck in any traffic, and you are getting your cool money at the comfort of your home. But this can only happen if you invest in the future, if you invest in the knowledge and experience and the necessary things that you need to invest in for you to get to that position whereby you can compete with people and eventually get a role that you can work remotely, and you are getting a very nice money, a nice package. That people getting this money, they don't have to earn. What they know, you can also know it. And that is why we are here to support. We'll take you from knowing nothing to a stage that you'll be comfortable with, and you can start applying for jobs. All right, so why data you work remotely, which I've just mentioned, anywhere in the world you can work remotely, and it is in high demand. It is one of the jobs in IT that, you know, it's in great demand. You can't overemphasize how much they are needed in every organization, you know. That is why this is the right time for you to key into the industry and get your own quota of cake out of it as well. Quickly, the training roadmap. This is how we structure the training or the process that you'll be going through if eventually you come on board with us. So you go through the training. It's a 4 month training, right? Remember I said earlier on, 4 industry standard tools will be used as well, which is Tableau, Power BI, SQL, and Python. And after after the training on each tool has been completed, then you be opportune to work on a project for that particular tool. So that means at the end of your journey with us, you can boast of 4 different projects in your portfolio to recruiters if they ask you, well, can you show what you've worked on in the past? So you have 4 different projects. If you have time, at your disposal, you can have more than 4 projects, but at least minimum of 4 projects will be in your portfolio by the time you are done with us. And those 4 projects will cover the 4 industry standard tools that you'll be using as well. So that is training and project. Then after that comes your brand, because it is one thing to have the knowledge. It is another thing to have gone through the project, you've gotten your hands dirty, you know what you need to know. But if you are not visible in the market, I'm sorry to say, no recruiter will call you. You won't get a call. And if you don't get a call, there's no how you can land a role. That is why your visibility is very, very important. When I'm talking about visibility, I'm talking about your LinkedIn presence. I'm talking about your CV. Is your CV top notch? Are the keywords that are supposed to be on your CV, are they on your CV? Because your CV will represent you out there. Your CV will go to places where you don't even know. They will speak for you. And they say first impression lasts long, right? It is how your CV and your LinkedIn presence represents you. That will determine if you are getting calls or not. You know, um, part of our promise to you is cover CV review, but we don't build CV from scratch, and we don't do LinkedIn optimization. But when it comes to CV review, we can review your CV and tell you, oh, this has to be done, that has to be done. But if you don't have any CV to be reviewed, if you want one to be developed for you from the very scratch, and to do your LinkedIn optimization as well, we have a partner. We have someone we partner with in the industry as well, that we can refer you to, and that will be done for you at a very reduced rate. So you don't need to worry. But what is important is your visibility is important. Now it is not about knowledge again. You've gone through the training. You now have the knowledge. You have the experience. But if you are not visible, if you cannot be seen where others, like the professionals, uh, like LinkedIn has become a professional marketplace, where recruiters go to search for people and reach out to them. You have to be on top of your game when it comes to that. All right. So when 1, 2, and 3 now has been done, you've gone through the training, you've done the project, you've optimized your brand, you are visible in the market. Then recruiters will start reaching out to you, because when you're uploading your CVs on job site, you're not only uploading your CV, you are making your CV searchable as well, so that any recruiters that go on that job site can see your CV, right? And they can call you afterwards. Also on LinkedIn, you'll be seeing they'll be dropping messages for you and all of that. Are you available? We saw your profile, really interesting. Are you available for a quick call? That is what we want. And also, while that is happening on one hand, you also on the other hand needs to be applying manually as well. You see roles online, you apply for it. At least minimum of 30 applications has to be submitted manually by yourself every single day. Apart from now recruiters, agency reaching out to you because they saw your profile on LinkedIn, or they saw your profile, they saw your CV on the job site that you've uploaded it, you yourself need to be submitting a minimum of 30 applications daily, because you need to be getting those calls. When you are getting those calls, then you can be rest assured that your job is around the corner. And as I said, then you start applying for a job, as I just said. And when you are shortlisted for any interview as well, we don't leave you hanging. We still do interview preparation with you, because we believe that your success is also our success. If at the end of the day you are able to land a role, surely someone somewhere will ask you, how did you do it? And you'll be able to refer us. That is what is important for us. We deliver a quality service, and at the end of the day, our students are able to secure a role. And with that, we are getting a referral. There's nothing more that can make me much happier than that. So we don't just leave you hanging probably after collecting your money and you finish the training. We can't say we don't know you anymore. No, because we believe we walk the walk with you, and we won't leave you hanging. So that is that. I just explained the roadmap, everything I've said. This is it. Then come the sample jobs that you come across. You can see the first one is paying between 60 and 80,000. Trust me, my students are getting this. The second one is paying up to 50,000. I have a student that just secured a role. Was that 2 days ago in software testing? They are paying him 50,000, and he only did a 3-month course with me as well. A 3-month course, nothing more, nothing less. But as I said earlier on, you need to devote your time into the process. You need to devote your time into because it is one side, it is one thing for us to be fulfilling all our promises to you, giving you all you need. It is another thing for you to be making use of it at the other side. So we need to do our bit, you need to do your bit, and at the end of the day, everybody will be happy, and you'll be surprised that you can land such a job with the eye that is paying you that high. You can land it. This is another one. It's paying 45,000. The other slide on the right-hand side is paying between 45 and 55. These are just the average of what you can get. When you're talking about, these are all permanent roles. When you're talking about contract roles, you can get as much as 350 a day, 400 pound a day, 500 pound a day. If you're getting 500 pound a day, that is like 10,000 pounds a month. If you can do the conversion yourself and look at how much you are getting, whether in any currency that you are using where you live. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but you can only be in this space if you have the knowledge, if you have the necessary skills. It takes for you to be getting this amount of money. That means you must have invest. You have to invest in that learning. You have to invest in that knowledge. And they say knowledge is power. Trust me, people are getting this amount, and they've only gone through 3 months training, 4 months training. Why not? Why can't you get the same thing as well? You can get the same thing as well. A quick, I didn't say this at the very beginning. I transitioned as well. I came from an accounting background, and I was desperate for a change as well. I was tired of accounting. I wanted something new, something different. And I stumbled upon software engineering. I asked them because it involves coding, writing codes in Java, in C#. And all I've known in my life is, debit and credit, Sage, all these accounting software. I didn't come from a technical background at all. So I am back on the journey. It was a 3-month journey as well. But even the support wasn't there that time. It's like after you're done with the training, that you're on your own. But because I was desperate, you know, I committed my time into the process. I've got families. I make sure probably when my kids are sleeping, that is when I have to wake up and deal with tackle issues and all of that, sleepless night. But I knew it will only last for a while. It's a sacrifice I need to make at that period for me to get to where I'm going, you know? And it's all story today because after that sacrifice was made, I was able to get job, you know. Not only am I working in that role now, I'm even training others. I write codes in programming language now, which wasn't possible before. So if I can do it, I tell anyone with determination, with commitment, with dedication, anyone can transition. You just need to reconfigure your mind, that you can do it, and you'll be surprised that you can do it. All right. So before I call on the facilitator Samuel that will be taking you on the journey, I have a limited will I call it spot or space that is available. If that number is reached, then I'm going to stop what's it called? Registration for this particular course. So for those that are willing to embark on the journey, for those who say, yes, I can do it. I want a change of career. I want someone who can hold me hand by hand and lead me and lead the way, and I can follow. Someone who can support me, someone who can show me how it is done, pass the necessary skills to me. If you want to make that decision today, and if you want to come on board today, I think this course will be starting on the 13th. Let me confirm quickly. The next cohort will be starting on the 13th of December. If you want to start with those that will be starting on the 13th of December, and this offer, this next page, is for those that wants to register today. Today is late already. Those that want to register by, I think I'll give it till Monday, that wants to register by Monday, they are going to get 40% off the original price. This is only happening. This will expire Monday midnight. So if you want to take advantage of the 40% discount, why not? You can message this number if you want to enroll. If you want to secure a seat, you can message this number. And we are doing one thing. But this doesn't matter if you still want to secure your seat, because as I said, it's first come, first serve. If the number that we want, if we reach the number that we want, then we won't take any application again. But we are doing one thing, right? On the 13th, we are going to have 2 free sessions, Everyone is welcome to, as I said, it will be starting on the 13th. Everyone is welcome to attend the one on the 13th and the one on the 15th, 2 free sessions, You'll be there with other people as well, just to learn and see how the journey will look like. If you're still doubting yourself or you are doubting the process, you can join. But there's no guarantee that when you now want to make up your mind that, oh, let me make a payment and commit to this, there's no guarantee that we'll still have a spot left. But 2 free sessions is available from the 13th of December. The WhatsApp group will be pasted on the chat. You can join the WhatsApp group, and the necessary information about the free session will be shared on that WhatsApp group. So if you are interested, or if you want to if you are making the decision today that, yes, I don't want to wait for 2 free sessions, I want to start the process today. It's only half payment that is required to start, and the other half can be paid within 6 to 8 weeks. So it is only half that you even need to start the process, to start the journey. Right? But if you still want to join the free sessions that will be starting, it's a proper class. It's not a taster session. It's a class that will be starting on the 13th. But I'm giving 2 free sessions away. If you want to attend, there will be a WhatsApp group that will be pasted, that will be shared on I think it's already shared. The WhatsApp group has been shared. You can join that WhatsApp group, and more information about the free sessions will be shared on that. But as I said, there is no guarantee after the sessions that we have enough space to take on everyone. So you can make when the sun still shines now, or you can decide to wait as well. The decision is entirely yours. That will be where I'll be stopping for now. I'll call on Samuel. We will talk more about data analytics and show you a few things about data analytics, why you should embark on the journey, the advantages, the benefits. It's going to shine more light into it. So for now, I'll stop sharing and I'll call on Samuel if you can unmute and if you can share your screen. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome. You're welcome once again to this section. Just like my boss has mentioned, my name is Sharma, and I've been in this journey for quite a number of years now. I've worked as a data analyst in the telecommunication company. I've had opportunity to work in the financial industry as a data analyst. Currently, I work as a data analyst in a consulting firm where we do data analysis to improve the post-harvest and reduce the risks in post-harvest. I work with an international firm that has the headquarters in Kenya. So about data analysis, first we have to understand what data is. And according to the CEO of LinkedIn, data powers everything that we do. And I believe everyone here will agree to that. Starting from what we do individually in our homes to what we do in our offices currently, it all powers through data. Data is that thing that powers everything that we do as person. Remember, before coming into this meeting tonight, there was a time that was scheduled for the training. That's the power of data. That's data value. We're able to know that there's a particular time that was set for this training because of the data involved. So data practically powers everything that we do as individual or as organization. So what is data analysis? Data analysis basically involves process of cleaning data, changing and processing raw data. And in this process, we would be doing cleaning, modeling, and transforming data in order to come up with the best decision for organizations. So you can see data analysis is required. It basically involves looking into the data and bringing out the silent metrics in the data. So as a data analyst, your job is required in every industry because you are practically involved in the business intelligence team. You'll be combining data mining, data analysis, data visualization, data structure, and all of this will help organizations to make more data-driven decisions. And indirectly, through all these decisions you are helping the company to make, you'll be optimizing profits and reducing risks. And that's basically your job as a data analyst. The process helps reduce the risks inherent in decision making by providing useful insights and statistics, often presented in charts and images, tables and graphs. Because at the end of every data analysis, the last part of it is the data visualization, where you will be sharing what you have gotten from your analysis as a pictorial information, either in chart, in graph, or in tables. Now, the demand of data analyst, it's quite rising day by day. You can see, according to Google, this is a search on Google. Transitioning to a career in data analytics can mean stable employment in a high-paying industry once you have the right skills. So one thing you should have at the back of your mind is this: the jobs are there. The main thing is to have the right skill. Once you have the right skill, you know you are definitely getting the job. And that's why we are bringing up this training so that you can get the proper skill for you to land the job. You can see each year there is more demand for data analysts and scientists than there are people with the right skills to fill the roles. So you have the jobs are there everywhere. What is not there is the right skill. Now, this is according to the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs, and this is a annual report. This is for 2011. By December 2022 will be released. You can see data analyst and data scientist, they are both listed as one of the top emerging jobs, followed immediately by artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists and big data specialists. So you can see all involve data. As a data analyst, the more you keep growing in the skill, you would see yourself even transitioning into the artificial intelligence part of the career and the machine learning specialist. Now, becoming a data analyst, that's why you are here. You want to become a data analyst. I've mentioned what the data analysts do, the reason why you need to become one, your importance in every organization, and the availability of the job in the market space. Now, becoming a data analyst in 4 months, the roadmap. The training that we are introducing to you, it's placed into a 4-month training, well-designed format, in such a way that at the end of the 4 months, you would have acquired the major skill in data analysis. We'll be training you on Power BI, Tableau, SQL, and Python. The SQL, the Power BI and the Tableau will help you to understand all about data discovery and data visualization, while the SQL and the Python will introduce you into a lot more on data mining and writing algorithm and querying data from the database. Now, the curriculum, how we would go into the training. Using the Power BI, you'll be learning how to analyze and visualize data with Power BI. This will involve you understanding how to extract data. We call it the ETL process, extracting data from different data sources. You might be wondering, why is Excel not on the list of what you'll be learning? The type of spreadsheet like data analysis has gone beyond spreadsheets. We now work with big data. So if you just know how to use spreadsheet now as a data analyst, spreadsheet, which is Excel, as a special analyst, and thinking this is the best choice or this is the most important tool you can use now, then I can tell you that you are practically using a wrong tool to do the job. Because trying to use spreadsheet for a large volume of data or advanced analysis at this point in time is using the wrong tool for the job. You will make different mistakes, and also accuracy, efficiency, and a lot of hours will be wasted when you use spreadsheet. So we have structured this training in a way that you will be getting introduced and understanding how to use the right tool for the job. The Power BI is a tool that is built on Excel by Microsoft. So in the course of the training, you'll be learning how to use Power BI to do all the process of analysis, starting from the extraction of data from different data sources into transformation of data. You are well assured that for every data you'll be working on, you have the unclean data, you have the clean data, you have the semi-clean. So in the process of transformation, this is where you'll be doing different cleaning process on the data that you'll be working on. Then loading it, then you move into modeling. As a data analyst, you have to understand the aspect of data modeling, where you'll be creating relationships into different database. After then, you will move into Tableau. For Tableau, you will learn different aspects of data analysis, starting from the connecting of data from data source down to the final part, which is releasing dashboard and reports and telling story in order to solve the business problem. Then we'll be using SQL at the later end of the training. SQL, where you'll be learning how to write structured query. SQL, the structured query language. So you will learn how to use the structured query language through different relational databases. Then we would also move into Python. Python will introduce you into a little bit of data science. Then one thing that you should have at the back of your mind is this: for every tool that you'll be working on, and because of this training, you'll be using CAPS. You will introduce you to using all these tools to solve a live business problem through capstone projects. Now, these are the things you'll be learning on Power BI: connecting data, transforming data from data source, creating a data model, building a visualization, and being able to share your insights with others in your organization. On Tableau, you'll be learning how to connect data sources with Tableau, cleaning and transforming data, combining data, creating visualizations, presenting your data into stories, and creating and modifying your sheets. Then on SQL for data analytics, you'll be at the end of this training, you would have the sufficient knowledge of all essential SQL commands. You have all the knowledge to group, join, and do different subqueries. You'd have the knowledge of sorting and filtering commands in SQL database. Please, can we all mute our mics? Hello, please, can we mute our mic? Yeah, thank you. At the end of this training, you'd have the proper knowledge on how to use SQL to do most of the popular strings and mathematical dates functions, data type function. You would understand how to enhance performance of database by using views and indexes. Because at this point in time, every company now has a database where they store their big data. So as a data analyst, one of your job requirement is to be able to know how to improve the performance of these databases for the company. Then you would have the sufficient knowledge on how to increase the efficiency of the database. You will understand the relevant theory concepts of the business intelligence during the course of this training. Then on Python, we would introduce you to using the Jupyter notebooks, using the IDEs, working on different number strings and list values, defining your functions, simple flow, control, and languages. All of this might be looking like something you don't understand at this point. Yes, I understand that. But then these are the things you will learn at the end of the day, and this would build you into becoming a data analyst that is well sought for in the market. Now, how do you get a job as a data analyst? My boss has mentioned a few things about that. You can get your job through LinkedIn. There are many jobs on data for data analysts on LinkedIn, through Twitter, through Indeed.com, Dentry.io, and these are not just listed just for listening sake. For me personally, I've gotten jobs on different platforms. I got my last job from LinkedIn. I've gotten a job from Twitter. That's during the COVID time. I had a job I did that I got the source from Twitter. Fiverr, Upwork, these are all other places where you can get your job as a data analyst. You can work as a technical writer on Fiverr and Upwork as a data analyst. And the key to catching is just writing the keywords out there, and you are good to pick up the job. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to have computer science background to become a data analyst? I will tell you no, because this is a well-structured training where we'll be taking you into every step, regardless of your knowledge. That regardless of the knowledge you have in data analysis or even in computer science. So you don't need any computer science background. You are welcome to embark on this training with whatever knowledge you think you have. We welcome you with open arms. So before I return the mic back to my boss, I will quickly want to show something about data analysis. Just a quick one on Power BI. So this is a problem, a business problem. You can see about the data set. It says the data set contains 4 tables in CSV format. The other table, that's the first table, the other details table, the pizza type, and is a challenge from Maven Analytics rather. Maven Analytics is a company that releases different data for us to look into. So this is a challenge that was posted. This challenge was posted last month, and I would quickly want to go through it with you guys before we stop for tonight. So yeah, it said the Maven Pizza Challenge. You'll be playing the role of a BI consultant hired by Plato's Pizza, a Greek-inspired pizza, whatever. Now you have been hired to help the restaurant use data to improve operations and just receive the following notes. Welcome on board. Now these are the things now. It says, let me start from here. Hoping you can analyze the data and put together a report to help us find the opportunities to drive more sales and work more efficiently. So from what you can see here generally, the objective of the analysis for this company is what? To drive their sales and what? To improve their work efficiency, drive more sales and work more efficiently. And these are the things that they would want us to check as data analysts. First is what days and time do we tend to be busiest? Another thing is how many pizza are we making during the peak periods? What are our best and worst pizza selling pizzas? What is our average order value? Then another thing, how well are we utilizing our seating capacity? And they gave an information about what they have, the tables they have, and the numbers of seats they have, 15 tables and 60 seats. Then after what they said, that's all I can think of for now. But if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them since you are the expert. So let me quickly run through this with us. We'll take a few things about that. So the first thing is I would open my Power BI desktop, which is a data analysis tool. And it's one of the tools we'll be working on in this training. And it's an essential tool needed by data analysts. So this is the page of the Power BI desktop. You can see what we have here. So this visualization, we have this page, and here it's saying how to connect your report. So the first thing you have to do is to connect into the data that they have made available. So for me to connect to this data, I'll go to get data option. And once I go to get data, it will open a page where I would have to select the kind of data I'm bringing in. That's the data format. So this is it right here. You can see the list. Unlike Excel, where you can only work with Microsoft Excel, that spreadsheet, Power BI as a tool enables us to work as a data analyst on different data sources. You can see Excel worksheet, text file, XML, JSON folder, and all of that, different data sources. You can see a whole lot. So, and just like what they have presented for us in the analysis, they said they are CSV file. CSV file is text file. So all I have to do is click on text, so CSV, and I click on connect. Once I do that, it will bring me into this page where I have to go ahead to find the data, where it is saved. So the data is saved somewhere in my system. Oh, 1 minute. Pizza. Sorry, let me just quickly check for that. I'm sorry. Pizza. Okay. Okay, so it's somewhere here in the data source. One minute. Sorry, let me check where it is. 1 minute, please. Pizza. All right, so it's here in my system. That's fine. So let me go back to my Power BI and I can bring that out. Connecting the same place, connect to data source. Now this is opening from waiting for me to connect to the data. So I will click on text file and I'll go straight into the desktop. Under the desktop, it's inside the business, the Power BI and business case. So this Power BI and the business case. So on this, you can see we have pizza. And this is it. These are the files we have. The first thing we have is a data dictionary. Every data has a data dictionary where, and data dictionary is a document that has the descriptions of our data. So I will be bringing in the other details. That's the first thing I will bring in. Now this is it. This is a table containing the other details for the pizza. You have load, you have transform data, and you have cancel. For the first thing you'll be doing in any analysis, you have to go into the transformation of the data because you are to transform every data to see if there are anything you need to do. Every data will come in either clean or unclean. So you have to really go through the transformation. Now I have to bring in the other data using the new source. On the new source, it will come back for me to bring in the other data. All right, so I go ahead to click on text file and I click on connect. The same thing, I bring in the other details. Then I click open. Then I click on OK. I go back again because it's for data in all CSV file that they are for in all. So I have to go back to bring in everything. Once I'm done doing that, I can start the analysis process. So I go back, it says text file, then I click on connect. Pizza type, then I click OK. Then I go back again to bring the last source that is available. It's still a text file. So I click on text file and I bring it down. That's pizza details. Now I've been able to bring in all this data that is available for us to work on. This is a table that has all the other details. This is a table that has the other information. This is pizza, showing our pizza types and different information on our pizza types. And this is pizza. On the pizza, you can see we have the pizza ID, the pizza type, the size, and the price. Now, if you look at all of this data from the view, from going to my view and clicking on the column quality, I'm able to see if everything is well informed. Probably there's a valid data or there's an empty data in it. You can see we have 100% valid, 0%. I think the same thing works for everyone. You can see 100%, 0 empty, no error. So everything has no error and they all are valid. But what you should get to understand is this. If you go to this pizza type, under this pizza type, currently the column header is column 1, column 2, column 3, and column 4. So I have to change this because the real header should be pizza type ID, the name, category, and ingredient based on what we have in the other ones you can see. So the real header has to change. So I have to change this. That's the first thing I have to do. So once I go to my home. Under home button, you can see I have an option for me to change that. It says use first row as header. So I just click on this. Then you can see what has been done. The row has been changed. It has been optimized. Now the row header is now pizza ID, name, category, ingredient, and you can see the steps I have applied. Now for this now, everything is now well informed. I can close and apply this and move to the next phase of the analysis, which is modeling, data modeling. Just like I said, data modeling aspect will enable me to show relationship, connect the data together. But first, before I do that, let me open the data dictionary so you can see what the data dictionary is made up of. Because you might be wondering, why did I not bring in the data dictionary? Now, just like I mentioned, the data dictionary is just a document that shows the descriptions of our data. You can see these are the tables that we are working on. Other details table, pizza and pizza type. These are the field that we have in the data in each of the table. We have the order ID, the date, the time. These are the field we have in the other details, and this is the field we have. These are the fields we have in the pizza. These are the fields we have in the pizza type, and this is the descriptions of the field. You can see the order ID. This is description. Is a unique identifier for each order placed by a table. The date is the date the order was placed. But one thing you should get to understand is this: in the course of your job as a data analyst, it's not in all situations you will be seeing yourself like you'll be working on data that has data dictionary. So one major thing before every analysis is for you to understand every part of the columns and the field to know which of them is the primary data and the foreign, that's it, if it's a primary key or the foreign key. These are the things that would build us into modeling. But because of the short time, I'll just go into the modeling aspect of it directly. So right here, we have the report view. This is the report view where we'll be showing our report. And this is data view where you'll be seeing your data. And the last view here is the modeling part. So currently, you can see that Power BI has automatically done the modeling for me. And why was this modeling done for me? Is because before at the point where I was importing in the data, I have enabled an option for my file. I have enabled an option which is automatic detection of relationship. See it here. Under relationship, you can see we have import relationship from data sources on first load. And I click on this, auto detect new relationship after the data is loaded. But as a data analyst and in the course of the training, we would always uncheck that option because you have to really understand the process of data modeling. So you get to know, because Power BI as a tool might do a modeling or a connection that might not be rightly put. So you have to really follow the modeling yourself. But let me take a look at this. Let me be sure. So from this, the connection, you can see pizza ID is connected to pizza ID on the pizza table. If you look at this other one as well, we have the pizza. On this connection, we have the pizza ID from the pizza table connected to pizza ID on the other table. And this connection, we have the other ID from the other table connecting to the other ID on the other details table. And this is a snowflake schema. We have to connection categories in Power BI, the snowflakes and the stack schema. You get to understand all of that during the training. And let me quickly go to my report view to show a little bit of report. So for the course of the analysis for the job, I've created the objective. The first thing is to get this is our business goal: increase revenue, increase the order, improve productivity, understanding the customer purchase behavior through getting the average order value, and also best and worst selling price. But in all of these are the metrics that would enable us to get all these business goals. So the first is to get the total revenue, and would have to now put all of these metrics into this level of detail. So we'll be considering the total revenue. Sorry, can we meet our mic space? I'm rounding up on this. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, let's meet our. Hello. Hello? Please, can we mute our mics, please? Thank you. All right. So the first thing, like I said, is to get the total revenue. And how do I get the total revenue? If you look at, please, let's mute our mics, please. How do I get my total revenue? If we go to the other details table, we have all of this information, which is other details, order ID, pizza, and quantity. And if you go to the other tables, we have the order ID, we have the date, and we have the time. If you go to the pizza information, on the pizza information, we have all of this information, which is pizza type, name, category, ingredient. Then we go to the pizza table, we have this information. So there's a price here. There's a price here currently, but there is no price in my quantity. And I would need to use the quantity against price to get out the total price on this. So what I have to do is to create a measure. There is always an option of creating a measure and calculated column when we are to analyze any data on Power BI. So once I click on create measure, I will be importing in my price into this quantity. And how do I do that? So I can put this as price. So I'm relating the price Okay, so in the pizza table, we have the price. So I'm bringing the price from the pizza table into the other table using the related. So once I put relate, it's asking me to put the column that I want to put. So I put price. So let me just use calculate. If that is not working, I use calculate and I put the price. Why is this not working? Oh, I might have to do some other thing. Let me be sure. If I go back, let me go back to the data view to be sure of the connection. Okay, so we have on these data, other details, we have this. Then other details, order ID, pizza quantity. If we go to the others, we have this information as order ID, date, and time. And if I go to this other one, which is the pizza type and the name, category, and ingredients. Let me look at the price. Okay, so that's fine. So let me go back to my new measure. So I can bring it this directly, relate, the relate to work. Column name. pizza, relate. Not really sure what is going on, but I think this should be from my tool. But normally, once you put your relate, you can see column name. On the column name, I made to this price has to show. I don't know price pizza. Let me use the related table. That would be better since this is not working. So I'm relating the pizza type. That's the pizza table directly with. Yes, okay. Do that, please. All right, let me change this pizza 2, price 2 rather. So this will be work. This will work perfectly. What I need to do. Let me check the first price I have. This is not doing what I needed to do. Let me just go back to the objectives. I will show another thing. It might be something from my tool. I'm not sure about that. Updates available. Probably there's an update that is plotting what I need to do. But let me show a quick one. Total order. If you go back to the Power BI, how do we get the order? For example, order, still the same thing here. These are the values of the order. You have the under order details. You have the options of the order details ID, order ID, pizza ID, the quantity. The same thing happens here. Order ID, date, time, and the same thing happens here also. The pizza type. You have the pizza type, name, and category and ingredient. If I need to bring out the total order, I will be using this option. That's using this option from the order details table, either to find the count of all the order from this. These are the order ID. So I can do the count for all of the order ID here, or I go to this pizza table and get the count of this order. Either I do the count here or I do the count on this order details. That's the way to get the order. Let me just do it now. If I go to this, click new measure as well, then I write the query. I believe this should work if there's nothing wrong with it. This total order, that other one might be a total order. So if I put total order and I write equal to, then I put count. Okay, so this is it. We have different categories of count. We have the count all, count X, count blank, count rows, and count X. All of these are different information. If you are using count will count only the numerical value. If you are using the count all is counting all numerical values and all text value in the row. If you are using count X is counting all and also working the iterative function. Anywhere you see X, you are referring to an iterative function. So I'm using count all for this counting that I want to do. And I will do count all order ID from the order table. So once I do this and I click on OK, so this should work directly. Now you can see I've been able to create a measure called order details table, but you can't see the information because it's a measure. So if I go straight into my report view and I click bring out a table directly, then I drop this into the table. Now this is it. This is the total order we have in our information. But from what I've mentioned in my objective, I need to do a level of detail, which is for date, quarter, month, week, and time. Then I need to do for pizza type, pizza category, and pizza size. So I have to go back into my Power BI. And how do I do that? Under the pizza, which is under the order table, I have the table already for date. You can see, and this is the hierarchy. Under the hierarchy, I have the year, the quarter, the month, and the day. So I need it for the quarter. I just go ahead and click on this. It would fetch in the information for me. Now, from what you can see here, this is the other details for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 with their respective order. So I can change this now to a bar chart directly just to have a better view. So you can see, you can use any either the column chart, wherever chart you want to put it in. So, but from this information, is showing the quarter information, the other information as regards to the quarter. I would want to put it in a line chart because it's showing an information related to dates and time. So this is the order for every quarter, just like you have seen here. And from this information, we can definitely see that we have the highest order in the quarter 3 of that particular year that we're considering. I can apply some format on this, a quick format. If I go to the format, for example, to apply a format there, I can do something on the title by changing this to distribution. Distribution of, or I do order distribution by quarter. So this order distribution by quarter. I can do some other things quickly on this. Change the text format to white and come up with the background to another color. So I can put the background in black, for example, then I centralize it. So you can see the difference now. I can do some other things on the visual, basically just to make it look more better. Go to the, under the visual, I can enable the label. Once I enable the label, this would show each of the quarter that I have directly. And I can enable marks as well. So this is just a quick one, but if I'm to continue working on this, I have to do some other formatting process on it. If you quickly go back to this, let me show you another one. We have to find the month over month sales change, for example. Or let me pick another one. Total order by, that's to improve productivity. Total order by week, day, periods, and time. Let me go back to this. Under the time, currently, let me show you what we have on our time. If I'm bringing my time in as a table, that's from a table. Let me populate this our time. Now look at this currently. This is what we have in our time. Time information. We have 9:52:21 a.m. down to 11:50. That's the last one. This is it. This is the last time that I have in 12:19. No, it does not order it. Yeah, this is it. So we have 11:05:52 p.m. as the last time for that day. So if I need to quickly do something with the time, I can just go ahead to create a time bin. What time bin will do for me is time bin will categorize the time into different platforms that will reduce the, it will categorize the time where every order that was made within the time of 9 a.m. to 9:59 a.m. will be on the same category, while the orders that were made at 10 a.m. to 10:59 a.m. will be on the same category. So I can quickly do that by creating the new group. So once I click on new group, it will bring out this, and on this I can set my hours. This is one way to go about this. And what is the bin? The bin size, 1 hour. So it's saying it should note it as 1 hour category. So one hour grouping. Once I click on this and I click on OK, it will create a bin for me. This is the bin right here. So this bin now, with the help of this bin, I can bring out this. Let me use a matrix table. So you see what I want to do here. So if I bring out this matrix table and I populate it with order, the total order that I've created. Okay, then I bring this, let me use the bin, then the day. I have to go back. Let me go back to my Power Query editor to change something on the time that we have currently. Because for every analysis you are doing, you would have to always go back to the Power Query editor. That's when you are working on Power BI. Now, if you look at this, under our date, we have this currently on our date. I want to get the time, the date, and everything in different columns. If I click on these dates and I go to my transformation, you can see we have dates on transformation. We will have the same thing on the add column. So let me use the add column because I don't want to override this column that I have here currently. So under this, I have date, I have year. So I need the year to come out. It will create a new column where all the years will come out. Another thing I need here is the month. I need just the month. So I will go ahead and click month to fetch out all the month. But I don't want this month. I want the month name. So I go back here and click on month. Under month, to click on days, that's name of month. You can see what we have there. It would have created the name of month, January down to December. This is it right there, January down to December. Another thing I want to quickly fetch out is the day of the week. So I go back here and I go to week. Then I click on day of the week. And you know the days of the week that we have. But this is in numbers. I want it in time. So I will go back to my dates and click on this. Then I go back again. Go to my day and click on name of day. Now you see the name of day. What we have now will be an information for Monday to Sunday to Saturday, basically. Then I can go back to my visual now by closing and applying what I have performed. Now let me redo that. Okay, there's one more thing I need to do before then. Let me go back to my Power Query editor. I need to change my minute also on the time. So on the time, we have the time here. I want to change the time to just hours. Under transformation, if I go to the time and I change this to hours, so it will change this to practically hours, where we'll be having just the hours of the day listed instead of having the time. So we'll have just the hour. From this, we can get to understand and see the busiest hours of the day and the least, the lesser hours of the day that we made our orders. So let me go back to this now to bring out this information on my visual. And you see how practical this works with what we are meant to do in the business objective that was given. So on this, let me practicalize this by putting my time. Okay, so then day of the name of day, that's day name. Now, what do you notice there? This is basically showing the days of the week, Monday to Friday down to Wednesday. It's not yet ordered. I can do an ordering on it for me to have it in a proper order. But let me populate this now with the total order for each of the days of the week. Once I click on data order and I drop it into my value, see what we have. What do you notice there? What this is saying practically is this. For Monday, at the time of 9 a.m. to 9:59 a.m. of that day, we have 0 order. That's for Friday. For Monday, we have 0 order. For Saturday, we have 0 order. For Sunday, we have 0 order. For Thursday, we have 0 order. Now for Tuesday of that month, this is what we have. Now, I need to do something here. I want to order this day name so that I will have it in the proper order, which is, let's say, Sunday down to, which is the first day of the week, down to Monday and all of that. So let me go back to my data source. Under this data level, you can see what we have here, sort by columns, sort by columns. So what do I want to do? I want to sort this day name So I will click this, sort day name by day of the week. Then Power BI will acknowledge that. Then let me go back to my report view, then you see what that has done to my visual. Now, what do you notice here? The day has been sorted in the right order, and I have the Sunday, which is the first day of the week, that to Saturday, the last day of the week. Now, this table, with this table that I have here, I can easily establish the question about how well the company is utilizing its capacity. For me, for that table, I will be getting the business day. From this category, I can tell you, and I believe everyone else can even see it. From this, we can see that the business day of the week will be Friday, because following the order, the total order there is 3,538. You can see that. That's one of the benefits of data analysis and that what it does. And from this directly, the business time of the day, that's all our days, will be this. The 12th hour, which is afternoon. From this, I can conclude that the reason why this is the business time is because people tend to use pizza as their lunch than they would buy pizza for breakfast or for dinner. So, but I won't want to leave this way if I'm to continue this analysis. What I will be doing is I will change this to something I call the heat map. So if I'm to change this to heat map, for example, I just go to my total order. Under total order, I click on data formatting. And under data formatting, let me click on background color. And under background color, you can see it here. We have lowest value and we have highest value. I can tend to add another value to it, which is the mid value. So once I do this and I click on OK, through what I've done, you see what this will result to. You can see now a color has been applied in such a way that everywhere we have the top orders is now in blue based on what I designed, and where we have the lowest order are in the lighter blue. When we have the average orders are in the orange color. Now for this I can choose to remove these numbers to make it a proper heat map. So if I go back here and go to the conventional formatting and go to font color, under font color, I will apply the same color to this. Once I do that and I click on OK, the number will go directly. Now you can see now, this is looking a lot more about heat map. If you know what a heat map is, this is looking more a lot like a heat map. Heat map is just a visualization that allows us to represent our values using color. So with this now, I can definitely conclude, and any one of us can conclude that we have top orders in all of these hours. And I can conclude directly that the busiest hour of the day is the what? The 12th and the 13th hour, based on this color. And the hours that are less busy, based on this color, is what? The 9th and 10th hour and the 23rd hour of the day. So these are practically the things we'll be working with in our Power BI, and it goes directly in where we now go ahead to do all other processes, which is relating to the analysis and solving the business intelligence problem. So this is just a practical example of what we'll be going into. In order not to delay us and keep us longer in the meeting, I'll stop here on the analysis. But this is just practical way of how analysis works. And you can see the advantages already. You can see we are beginning to see an insight into what is required of the business. All of these simple presentations will go ahead to solve different business problems, and directly we will be implementing the objective of the analysis that was required of us, which is to drive more sales and work more efficiently. All right? So thank you, and that will be all for now. Can we see
thank you.
Power BI?
Thank you,
Can we see Power BI and Tableau? Okay,
Uh,
sorry, a quick one. Sorry.
yeah.
Someone was saying, can we see Power BI and Tableau? Just 5 minutes, let me show what Tableau look like to you guys. So this Tableau, this is what Tableau looks like. Tableau is also a data visualization tool. Currently, I have this table here, other details. You see the same thing. If I have to connect the data to Tableau, we go to this point. You can see we have connect data, Microsoft Excel, text file, JSON, and all of that. So if I'm to connect the data from here, let's say it's an Excel file, I just go to my Excel and I bring it in. If I'm bringing this data to clean, and I click on OK, automatically it will come this way. And on this, I have all of the sheets available in the data, which I can view them. These are the views currently that we have. So we have the other table, we have the people table, we have the returns table. If I want to work on the other table, for example, I just move this into this by dragging it. Once I drop it here, Tableau will automatically showcase the data that is available. Now this is it right here. But you can see that it's not yet clean. You see we have a non-value and the header is not in the right place. So I'll go ahead to click on use data cleaning. And you can see now it's well cleaned now. This is ready for analysis. Then you go to your sheet, this Tableau. Once we go to our sheet, on this, let me take out this. This was a connection that was there before. Okay. So on this now, if I have to work on, sorry, someone is, can we miss our mic space? Hello? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now for this, now you can see this is a typical Tableau page where I've launched in my data. Let's say I need to quickly run a bar chart, for example, that will show my subcategory. This is my subcategory, or I need to see a table that shows my subcategory against my sales. So once I drop the subcategory into the rows and I drop the sales into the text, what you can see here is an information relating to our what? The subcategories and the sales. From this, you see the sales of accessory is 749,237. This is sales of appliances. So these are a lot of things you'll be seeing. I can change this aggregation now from some to another thing. If I need to do that, I can change this from here. If I need to see the sales, for example, to see the average, I can click on average and it will do that directly. So these are all of the things we'll be learning in the course of the training. I'm just trying to rush things just to show the typical thing you'll be seeing. But in the course of training, we'll be taking all of these processes one after the other, which would end up bringing you into the proper skill set that is needed of you as data analyst. All right. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Samuel. Please, if you have a question to ask, you can raise your hand and I will call you. So please, if you have a question, just raise your hand and I will call you and you can ask your question. And for those who joined late and are requesting for the video, please kindly join the WhatsApp group. That is where the video will be shared. And also, if you are interested in the 2 free classes starting on the 13th, also you can join the WhatsApp group as well. More details will be shared on the WhatsApp group. And also, for those who joined late, if you want to take advantage of today's discount, which will expire on Monday, you have 40% discount till Monday if you want to take advantage of that. All right. So the next cohort will be starting on the 13th of December. Any question from anyone? So what are
Sean
the yeah, go on.
what are the differences between data analysis and data science. That's the first thing I said. So data analysis, what is required of you as data analyst is to basically understand how to work on structured data. You work on structured data to tackle some tangible business problems using the SQL, Python, Power BI, and Tableau, just like I mentioned. But when we move into data science would require a lot more about working with on relational databases, that's unstructured data, where you'll be going into building algorithms for all of these data sets. So the major difference when you are mastering the two is, as a data scientist, you would have to go more into the machine learning aspect of Python than it is required of you as a data analyst. All right, Mr. Idris Bello, I don't know if you have answered your question.
Yes, you have answered my question. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Laura,
So,
you can ask your question.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for this beautiful presentation. I actually joined late. And my question, okay, I'd want to say that most of these things you are dishing out, right? I actually had to pay for it. And to tell you the truth, I am still pained by the money I wasted on that particular training because it was just rubbish at the end of the day. So that's why I want to thank you for taking time out to do this. But because I joined late, I didn't really get the part of the training cost and the free class. I don't know what you said, there will be 2 free sessions and all that detail. So please, may I request that you just recap, like maybe a summary of that bit about the cost and implication.
All right,
Thank you.
no problem. So the cost for it's a 4 month journey, right? Whereby 4 different tools will be used on that 4 month journey. So each month will focus on each tool, and at the end of that month, you have to um, you have to undertake a project based on that tool. So at the end of that 4 months journey, you have 4 different projects that you can showcase in your portfolio. The cost for that 4 months duration is £599. And for those that wants to subscribe between now and Monday, you have 40% discount till Monday. But aside that, for those who are still doubting or don't know whether to join or not to join, the class will be starting on the 13th, and you are more than welcome to join the class. So there will be 2 free classes that will be on the 13th and on the 15th, right? You are more than welcome. It's not a tester session, it's a full class. So another 4 month journey will be starting on the 13th. So for those that wants to join the 2 free sessions, they are more than welcome to join. But the thing is, there's no guarantee that when you eventually make up your mind to continue, there's no guarantee that there will still be available spots. But it's a 50-50 chance. But you are more than welcome to join on the 13th and on the 15th. For those that wants to join, there's a WhatsApp group on the chat. Just join the WhatsApp group and more information will be provided on the WhatsApp group. I hope I've answered.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Any other question from anyone? Whether you can raise your hand and I will call you. One second. Or you can put your message in the chat box as well if you don't want to raise your hand. So any other question from anyone? I'm just reading. I'm trying to read the chat whether Can you drop the WhatsApp link again? Okay, I'll drop it again.
For those asking if you don't need a degree. Okay, I think somebody has already answered that. All right.
Yeah, it should be starting in January for the cyber security. Yeah, but there will be a tester session before it starts as well. So, the date is not fixed yet till December. So, but we'll be looking at late January, probably the 3rd or the 4th week of January. All right. So, any other question from anyone? If you just join the WhatsApp group and you can chat with any of the admin, or you can. There's a WhatsApp number on the screen now as well. If you have any question you want to ask, you can send a WhatsApp message to that number. Ali Musa, you can unmute and ask your question.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
My question is regarding about this program. So I'm just entered the group now, and I subscribed it since last I think almost 1 month now, but I've not enrolled into the program. But now I'm able to
Ali Musa,
enroll.
sorry, I can't hear you properly. I'm struggling
Okay,
to hear you.
okay, I'm talking about my enrollment into the program. So after the duration of the program, are you going to give the certificate to the people, or how does it?
All right. On demand, anyone that wants a certificate of completion, it can be given. That is not a problem. But as I said, um, it is not about these days. It is not about certificate. It is about what you know and what you can defend, and that is why the practical training, hands-on job experience, it's really important. But if you want the certificate of completion after the 4 months, then that can be given as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question from anyone else? Please kindly raise your hand and I will call you. As you are doing that, I'm trying to read the chat as well to see whether there's any question on the chat. Well, please kindly raise your hand if you have any doubts, anything. Chinedu, please unmute and ask your question.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Chinedu.
Okay. The question I actually want to ask is, though I don't know if, okay, the thing is this, I want to, when is the next class going to hold? Because I might likely leave the country any moment from now to UK. You get, so I don't know if I can join in anywhere I am.
Yeah, this is the joy of it. Whether you are in America, you are in Canada, we have students all over the world. I have students from China, I have students from Australia, I have students from Ukraine, I have students from Nigeria. So it doesn't matter where you are because it's done remotely, right? It's a remote learning. It's done through Zoom. That's the joy of it. So it doesn't matter as long as you have internet or Wi-Fi connection. Yes, you can join anywhere. And every session is recorded as well, just in case you miss any session. You get the recording and go over the recording.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Laura, you raised your hand again. Please unmute and talk.
Okay, please, I would like you to throw more light on the work experience thing, since that is a very critical part of the training, even much more than the certification. So now, is it, I'm in Nigeria actually, so I know some outfits they do, okay, you get UK job experience and all of that, and then you can be here and work on projects just to expose you to what is happening elsewhere. And we all know where jobs are going now, being able to get remote jobs irrespective of where you are. So I don't know, in terms of this work experience, how will it go with your training?
All
That's
right.
one.
So, okay. Do you want me
Okay.
to answer that, or you want to
Okay,
ask?
please, just
All
answer this.
all right. So, what comes with the package? The money that you are paying, what comes with it is number one, the practical training. Number two, the project that you embark on. Number three, the support that you're going to get on and after the training. Number four, the mentorship. Number five, the interview preparation. And number six, reference, work reference for the duration that you are with us. So that means we are going to give you work reference for 4 months that you're going to be with us, because it will be like you're working for us.
Okay.
Have I answered that bit or that part of the question?
So the thing
Yes,
is
and
this:
the
as a data
okay.
analyst, a lot of time when you are applying for these jobs, major thing that will be required of you is always your portfolio. And your portfolio is where you have all the projects you
Projects.
have worked on before now. Do you get it now? So in the course of
Okay.
the training, just like we have mentioned, we'll be working aside the data we'll be using during the training, we'll be also be enabled to work on different live data as projects. So practically for every tool that you will be learning, which is the fourth tool, should at the end of the training should have at least 2 projects on each of them. Do you
Okay.
get it now?
Okay.
Now to make your portfolio. So at the end of the training, you would have an opportunity to have up to 8 projects in your portfolio, and also have visibility on different portfolio websites where you can display your experience as an analyst.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Thank you. Okay.
the good thing now is you can make some quick money having knowledge and experience in this field, quick money that they can pay you in dollars. Probably you just have to work for them probably for like a month or 2 months, and you'll be paid in dollars right from the comfort of your home. There are sites that you can get such work from as well. Uh,
Viva Upwork, they offer a lot of short-time jobs where you do and you earn something even up to $1,000. Do you get it?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of your students that have gotten stuff like this, apart from the fever and Obok, like get remote jobs from outside the country?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
If you go on our what's it called, on our Instagram page at Learn with Pride,
Okay.
we try as much as possible to share few of the success stories, and you can see how people are getting jobs, even those that require sponsorship visa jobs they are getting. But you can only there's an adage that you have to be in it to win it, like you are playing lottery. You can't be saying,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I wish I win this 50 million naira, but you never played. How can you
Yeah.
win? You know, so you have to be in it for you to win it. If not, you just be hearing testimonies right and left. You'll be wondering, oh, what is happening? But yeah, if you go on our page, you see at least few testimonies on our page of people getting jobs. People are
Mm-hmm.
getting jobs, and it's all about, I believe, when we do our best, when we give in our best, It's all about God crowning our efforts, and be favored as well, which has been working for us for years. So yes.
Okay.
What's your second one?
Okay. I have two other questions. So the next one is apart from data analysis, my interest actually is business analysis. So do you offer other courses too, or is
Yes.
basically data
w-
analysis?
No, now I know that you joined late. Yes. So we
Okay.
offer we offered most IT related courses, from project
Okay.
management to business analysis to data analytics, cybersecurity, DevOps engineer, Scrum Master,
Okay.
product
Okay.
owner. Yeah, like seven of them. And the
Okay.
good thing as well is, take for example the business analysis. You work on a project as well, whereby you work with a full Scrum team. There will be developer, there will be Scrum Master, there will be product owner, there will be business analyst, there will be project manager, there will be testers, a full Scrum team which will expose you to how Agile really works, you working in Agile. So all our trainings from beginning to end, from A to Z, they are all practicals with opportunity to work on a project.
Okay. Okay. So oh, my question is increasing again. And between business analysis and data analysis, from your experience and all, which would you do you think there's a huge market for currently?
Both of them have huge opportunity. Any IT related course have huge opportunity. But when it comes to, I don't really like to make decision for my students,
Okay.
because when you are making a career switch, you need to consider your strength as well. What are you good
Okay.
at naturally? It is
Mm-hmm.
it is
Mm-hmm.
not it is not about my neighbor is transitioning into BA, me too, I want to do business analysis. You might not be
Mm-hmm.
good in that aspect.
Exactly.
Naturally, what are you good at? Are you
Okay.
the type that likes data, anything that has to do with data manipulation, transforming, whatever, you like it. Are you the type that likes managing projects, even for friends and family? You've taken it upon yourself to do it without even getting paid. There are some natural skills that we possess. It is that
Mm-hmm.
skills that we are going to work on to get you to where you are going to get to. So it is
Mm-hmm.
not about, to me, it is not about which one is most in demand, whether it's data analytics or business analytics. All of them, from project management to software testing to business analysis to data analytics. But the question is, which one do you think, do you see yourself doing? Which one do you think, if you embark on, at middle of the road, you won't back out that, oh, you know what, this is too hard, I can't do it anymore. It is you that need to make that personal decision. But in terms of demand, all of them are in high demand.
Okay. So because personally, I feel I am much more that I've always been a business analyst, even when I didn't know it was not popular, because I've in my work, I do a lot of correcting processes. Like I'm more of a process person, so that's why I feel. But the only thing is that business analysis also tends, from what I know, the little I know, tends more towards project. I'm actually a finance person though. So it tends more towards project, and project management, and that angle is not something I really look forward to. So that's the problem I'm having. But as per the business processes, improving processes, and that's all I am about. And it just comes natural to me. So that's my dilemma currently.
All right. So that means you've actually answered that question. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I said that means you've actually answered that question, because you already know your strength. You just have to go with your strength. So if you are saying business is your strength, then you need to go for business. One of my students that finished Was it 4 weeks ago they finished their set, or 5 weeks ago? Few of them already gotten a job in business analysis field. So yeah, there is job out there, as I said. Whether it's data, whether it's business, whether it's project, whether it's DevOps, there is opportunity for everyone.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. And then what is the cost? Is it the same cost for business analysis? Is it still the £599?
No, for business analysis, it's 499 because that is a 3 months journey.
Okay. So can I have the schedule or course content that will help my decision?
Can you see the number on your screen?
Okay.
Please kindly
Yes.
kindly WhatsApp that number.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
no problem.
And then we can pay in Naira, right?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other question from anyone before we call it a day?
I think someone is raising up his hand.
Chinedu, I don't know whether that's a fresh hand or I've called him before. Chinedu, are you raising your hand again or it's the old one?
Well, I guess it's the old hand.
All right, I think it's the old one. All right, so any final
Oh, it's
question?
the old one. It's the old one.
All right, no problem. Any final question from anyone before we call it a day? Again, the data analysis one cohort, the new cohort will be starting on the, what day did I tell now? Forgotten again. On the 13th of December. That will be the first new class for the new set. So you are more than welcome to join. The free class will be the Tuesday the 13th and the 15th, on Thursday the 15th. Kindly join the WhatsApp group about that, and more information will be given. Also, if you want to join, take advantage of the 40%, you have until Monday to do that. And you can as well contact the number on your screen if you have any questions, query, concern, and I'll be more than happy to answer it all. Thank you everyone for your time. As I said, I don't want to keep you for long. It's Saturday. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend and see you at the other side. Thank you everyone.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.